And this is amid the whole controversy over wearing hijab in schools and colleges in Karnataka. Now, there's more tension as a Bajrang Dal worker who had been tweeting and posting about the hijab row and pictures himself in saffron scarves has been killed in Shivamogga in Karnataka. The entire area is tense. BJP has reacted strongly, with the BJP minister saying the worker Harsha, just in his 20s, was killed by Muslim goons. Let's go across to Shija, who's reporting live from Shivamogga. Shija, what is the situation there now?
Well, we are right now reporting at one of the pockets of the Shivamogga town. Now, it's a very calm atmosphere. It is only now that we are, in fact, witnessing where people are just stepping out. You have a few people, in fact, walking, taking their walk. But what we do continue to see is that some of the shops that were shut throughout the day, now they have just thrown open. So the situation is slowly getting back to normal, but yet it is very tense, because we also have police and rapid action force. They have all been stationed, especially in Azad Nagar area. Now, that is the most volatile areas where especially 25-year-old Harsha, where he was stabbed to death. This is by at least about 5 Muslim youths, as in fact claimed by Home Minister Aragan Yanendra. Now, we also did speak to the ADG, Mr. Murugan. Now, he also said, though it is very premature to talk about the fact whether these accused people, they had political links or political affiliation, what he did say was that the victim, in fact, Harsha, was actively involved. He was a member of the Bajrang Dal. He was actively taking part in the past few days, in the past few weeks, as far as the hijab row controversy is concerned.
"25-year-old Harsha was an only son. A tailor by profession, he was actively involved in Bajrang Dal activities. Though police say he has a tainted past and that most of his activities have been provocative, people in his neighborhood say otherwise."
Accused of past history, but whether the deceased as well as the accused both know each other, our investigations will be soon revealing it, whether they have previous enmities and all.
Okay. What about Harsha, sir? Anything about Harsha as well? Any complaints or history of that?
Yeah, some history, some small cases are there, but still we have to ascertain it.
ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾವತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ ಇಂಥ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ನೋಡಿದೀರಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ದು.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿರೋದು. ಈ ತರ ಜಗಳ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಗುಂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗಳ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಹಿಂದೂ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ, ಅದು ಯಾವತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ
ಯಾವುದು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ನೋಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್.
ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ
ಗಲಾಟೆ ಆಗೋದು, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಆಗೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಕಾಗೋರು. ಈ ತರ ಅದು ಭಯಂಕರ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್.
The tension was palpable in Shivamogga's Azad Nagar after police fired tear gas to quell protests by residents. Vehicles were set on fire by protesters, shops vandalized. A battalion of police and rapid action force personnel were deployed and roads barricaded. Despite prohibitory orders, at least over 5,000 people took out a funeral procession for Harsha. There was mild stone-pelting at Harsha's cremation, which took place as the police arrested 3 for the murder late Sunday night.
Large number of people taking out in procession. Now, how is that allowed, if you can explain to that?
It is not allowed, so we will take action for the violation of this particular sections.
The war of words over the murder continues.
मुझे लगता है एक साजिश है, साजिश करके उनका हत्या किया है.
ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ಸಜ್ಜನ 22-23 ವರ್ಷದ ಹುಡುಗ, ಮದುವೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ್ ಗೂಂಡಾಗಳು ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Ishwarappa is a very mad man. First sedition case has to be booked against him, and the BJP national leaders has to first sack him, because no one in this country can pardon him.
It's a very tense atmosphere as far as Shivamogga district is concerned. Nearly 2 people have been arrested and 3 of them have been secured by the police. However, the cops are not really able to confirm whether the accused have political links or not. But what we do know at the moment here is the police have clamped, especially section 144, to ensure no untoward incidents take place. However, they have ruled out the hijab row controversy involvement. But what they do say is that, confirm is that this could also be old rivalry. With DM Kumar, Shrija for NDTV in Shivamogga.
Why is communal tension rising in Karnataka? The police has said it's not linked to the hijab controversy, but we've seen many inflammatory statements there. And the fact is that a young man's life has been lost. He's been stabbed in the middle of a road. Meanwhile, in the Karnataka High Court, the arguments continued over whether hijab or any religious attire can be worn in classrooms. Today, the state's Advocate General argued, saying that the hijab is not an essential religious practice in Islam. The Advocate General said a practice claimed to be essential to a religion must be mandatory and not optional, adding that dress or food cannot be regarded as an essential religious practice, saying that only essential practice under the right to practice faith. The court said if dupatta as part of the uniform can be allowed, the government argued that the state gives complete autonomy to institutions on uniform, but the state's stand is no religion in uniforms. The hearings have been continuing for 7 days and they will continue again tomorrow. Meanwhile, communal undertones in the UP political campaign as well. Campaigning ended today for phase 4 of the UP's elections. That means in India's biggest state elections, more than half of the voting will now be over by day after tomorrow. But now the fight is on cycles. Are cycles cycle bombs, a terror symbol linked to Samajwadi Party, which of course the cycle is their election symbol? Well, Akhilesh Yadav hit back today at what the Prime Minister, the Home Minister and the Chief Minister have said, saying that an insult to a cycle is an insult to the nation.
साइकिल पे बम रखे हुए थे, जो बड़े नेता हैं वो बड़ा झूठ बोल रहे हैं। यहां समाजवादी पार्टी का जो चुनाव सिंबल है ना, उनका चुनाव का निशान है ना, तो शुरू में जो बम धमाके हुए, वो सारे के सारे बम धमाके उन्होंने बम साइकिल पे रखे हुए थे। अब देखिए, साइकिल पे बम रखे हुए थे। मैं हैरान हूं, ये साइकिल को उन्होंने क्यों पसंद किया?
Outrage over the Prime Minister linking the 2008 Ahmedabad terror attack and the cycle, the pole symbol of the BJP's main rival in UP, the Samajwadi Party, during his UP election campaign.
साइकिल पे क्यों बम रखा गया? तो हर गरीब आदमी साइकिल चलाता है, तो हर आदमी आतंकवादी हो गया क्या?
Akhilesh Yadav fired back today, declaring in this tweet that an insult to the cycle is an insult to the entire nation.
जिन नेताओं की भाषा बदली है, वो जनता का समर्थन नहीं पा रहे हैं, और इस बार जनता ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी की खटिया खड़ी कर दी है, इसीलिए इनके बयान घटिया आ रहे हैं। और जो सबसे
But this is not the first time the BJP has accused Akhilesh Yadav and the Samajwadi Party of terror links. Its topmost leaders have regularly used campaign speeches to claim Akhilesh Yadav and his party are terror sympathizers.
जब सुरक्षा बढ़ी है, काम हुआ है, तो ये जो कैंपेन हो रहा है, ये जिन्ना और पाकिस्तान और साइकिल और इस सब पे क्यों हो रहा है?
ये तो राजनीति है, राजनीतिक लोग इस तरह के वो लगाते हैं, ब्लेम लगाते हैं, मगर हमारे योगी जी की वजह से और मोदी जी की वजह से आज हम कहीं भी गुंडागर्दी नहीं देखेंगे आप, ना बम ब्लास्ट, ना कुछ तरह का।
UP CM Adityanath too made a derogatory reference to the cycle.
केंद्र में मोदी जी और प्रदेश में जब दोनों एक साथ चलते हैं तो बुलेट ट्रेन की स्पीड से विकास बढ़ता है। आपको बुलेट ट्रेन चाहिए या पंचर वाली साइकिल?
With such a contentious campaign on across Uttar Pradesh, it is perhaps a bit ironical that Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav has been booked in a poll code violation case for giving bites to the media inside his polling station in Safai, of all things. With camera person Rajesh Gupta, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV.
Well, let's go across to Manipur, where the state is going to face elections in 2 phases. Rahul Gandhi was campaigning there today. It's politically a very important battle for the Congress. But Assam's Chief Minister, Himanta Biswa Sarma, who's campaigning here, says the Congress has no chance of revival.
So when the BJP comes to Manipur and the RSS comes to Manipur, they come not with respect, not with understanding. They come with a sense of superiority. When I come here, I don't come with a sense of superiority. I come with humility.
Rahul Gandhi's direct attack on the BJP RSS at a poll rally in Imphal, signalling that the Congress may be down but not out. The grand old party that ruled Manipur for 15 years emerged as the single largest party in the 2017 polls. But the BJP cobbled up the numbers to form a coalition government. In the last 5 years, as many as 16 Congress MLAs have switched over to the BJP, leaving the party so depleted that it could put up only 54 candidates in the total 60 seats. Formed an alliance with the left parties and is looking forward to post-poll tie-up with smaller parties. Flashback to 2015 and Congress used to rule as many as 5 out of 8 states in the northeast. But now in 2022, they rule none. The BJP and its allies now rule all the states, and even as an opposition party, Congress has strength only in 2 states. But in Manipur, in 2017 elections, they emerged as the single largest party. So therefore, there is some hope left for the Congress. But former congressman and BJP's key strategist for Northeast, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma, who was campaigning 50 kilometers away from Rahul Gandhi's rally venue, played down the Congress revival chances.
तो रास्ता में आ रहा था, कांग्रेस का गाड़ी जा रहा था राहुल गांधी का मीटिंग में, मैक्सिमम 6 से 7 गाड़ी और पृथ्वीराज जी का सभा में हजारों लोग. तो आज ही चुनाव का रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर हो गया ना.
Another challenge for the Congress, with many tall leaders gone, old guards still overshadow younger ones. 73-year-old 3-time Chief Minister Ibobi Singh is still the face in Manipur. Many wonder if this is his last election. In Guwahati, Ratndeep Chaudhary for NDTV.
Well, a quick look at other political news. The quantum of sentence for RJD chief Lalu Prasad Yadav was announced today by a Ranchi court. He gets a 5-year jail sentence in a fodder scam case. His son Tejasvi says his father is paying the price for attacking the BJP and the RSS. Nitish Kumar, when asked on the jail sentence, says that he has nothing to say because he has been punished after a fair judicial trial.
अगर बीजेपी से हाथ मिला लेते लालू जी तो शायद राजा हरिश्चंद्र कहलाते. आज भाजपा और आरएसएस इन लोगों से लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं तो भाई सजा काट रहे हैं. तो लालू जी डरने वाले हैं क्या, या हम लोग कोई डरने वाले हैं क्या? लालू जी का साथ जो हो रहा है देश की जनता और बिहार की जनता देख रही है. लालू जी के साथ जो हो रहा है वो यूपी में भी यूपी की जनता जो है बीजेपी पर वार करने का काम करेगी.
ट्रायल हुआ है, सजा हुई है, तो इस बार में हम क्या कर सकते हैं? वो तो
कोर्ट का हाई कोर्ट मॉनिटरिंग कर रहा था,
कहा कि हम भाई न केस किए थे न हम कुछ किया था. लेकिन अब करिएगा कि हम तो आपको बता रहे हैं कि जो केस करने वाले कई लोग तो आजकल उन्हीं के साथ हैं. तो हम तो केस वाले हैं नहीं. लेकिन किसी के ऊपर कोई भी चीज हुआ और सब ट्रायल हुआ है और कोर्ट से फैसला हुआ, सब चीज को देख रहा और उनको अधिकार है ऊपर जाकर के करना, तो वो अपना करेंगे. हमको इस पर कोई कमेंट नहीं.
In other news, the Andhra Pradesh Minister for Information Technology, Mekapati Gautam Reddy, has died after a massive cardiac arrest last night. He was just 50 years old. The minister had COVID a month ago. He'd fully recovered and recently travelled to Dubai as well. But doctors have warned of a rise in heart attacks in younger people after COVID, saying that cardiac checkups must be done regularly.
Andhra Pradesh Industry, Commerce and Information Technology Minister Mekapati Gautam Reddy died this morning after a massive cardiac arrest. He was 50.
The state of Andhra Pradesh has very much inherent strengths and very strategic in terms of looking forward, in terms of when the government of India is looking to a $5 trillion economy. This is one of the critical states for taking the foundations for taking this forward to the $5 trillion economy.
Reddy had just returned after spending a week at Dubai Expo, promoting Andhra Pradesh as an investment destination, and had inked MOUs worth over 5,000 crore rupees. He even attended a betrothal ceremony last night. Reddy had reported that he had tested COVID positive in April last year and again just about a month ago. Doctors say higher incidence of heart attacks and strokes is being reported post-COVID, even among those without any apparent risk factors.
We are seeing increased heart attacks and strokes following COVID. And it is affecting both men and women, young and old equally. The COVID is affecting even people who do not have any cardiac risk factors. And what we are seeing is that post-COVID, between 3 weeks to 12 weeks, persons are getting increased heart attacks. An average time of about 7 to 8 weeks is a time when people are coming up with heart attacks following COVID.
Son of former MP Mekapati Rajmohan Reddy, Gautam Reddy was a suave, articulate and soft-spoken person who focused on fitness and loved outdoor activities. Many said the sudden death reminded them of the unexpected passing of actor Puneet Rajkumar in October. The last rites will be held in Nellore tomorrow. In Hyderabad with camera person Nagaraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
Well, as we end tonight, this is the Naval Fleet's Presidential Review. It happens once a year when all the Navy's main warships are out in full regalia.